Hi everyone, Gwen Price here. And today I'm with Sandra Mallette with Awakening Peace. Tell me about Awakening Peace. What is that? It's a beautiful couple of words strung together, but what is it about?
Awakening Peace is an annual event we put on in Sudbury, just up top of Respect is Burning, Durham Social Hall.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. The event itself is to raise money for a peace and nonviolence school in Nagpur, India.
Oh, that's amazing. And how did you pick that school? What happened that you got involved with that school?
I traveled to India in 2016, and it was Diwali, which is a Hindu holiday, and I was up top on the rooftop of my hostel when these three women, well, two women, one kid, came and they were doing sand art, which is just like colorful sand, and they make peacocks, and it said Happy Diwali. And we were all just watching. We were about 40 people, and one of the artists came up to me, and she just started asking about me and what I did and where I came from. And when I shared that I worked with children, she was like, "Oh, we participate at a charity to help underprivileged children.
Okay.
Would you be interested in coming to meet our children?"
And then you said, of course.
Well, I'm a traveler. I have nothing else to do. I was like, absolutely. That sounds great.
Yeah.
If that's not culture, I'm not too sure what is.
And so you went and you met the kids?
I met the kids. I was expecting to go there and play with the children, which we did do, but it was a little bit grander than I imagined. So I walk into this, it was almost like a big gymnasium with nothing in it, and it was concrete. And there was like 30 women sitting in chairs, and then like 40, 50 kids sitting down on the ground, and then in front there was 5 chairs, and the middle one was empty, and I was like, oh.
This is like musical chairs?
Yeah. I was like, I was so into. So I sat down, and they put on like a performance. So they danced, they sang, they showed me their yoga, their paintings, and everything that they're working on. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And like they were so honored and happy to have someone that wanted to see what they were about and what they were doing.
Yeah.
So I ended up, I only had a 30-day visa in India, and then I took off to Thailand. But when I got back home from my travels, I decided that I wanted to go to yoga school in India, Rishikesh. And so once I bought my plane ticket, I called Dr. Tanu, which was one of the artists, and was just asked, I'm like, do you have anything that, like, if I were to raise money, what would you use it for?
Right, yeah.
And she responded, she's like, my dear, we're trying to make a peace and nonviolence school. And I'm like,
beautiful.
Yeah. I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so she explained that it's a school that's a little bit of an alternative school in the sense that they really work on making the children the best people they can be.
And they're very impoverished, I'm sure.
Yes. So it's in Nagpur, India, as I mentioned, but they want to make it a residential school for 150 students. But the only people that are eligible for the residential aspect of the school are children that are coming from very abusive homes, orphanages, or literally living on the streets.
Yeah.
Because that isn't abnormal.
It's such a different world than what we live in here.
Yes.
I mean, I can understand your heart being pulled by that.
I've never seen children that are so eager to learn in my life. They want to learn, they want to help, they want to be better so they can do better. And the only thing between them doing that is funds and money.
Yeah.
So Dr. Tanu and Sony Birendra are putting on this school, which Awakening Peace last year helped put the deposit on the land. So we have the land. I visited it.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah, it's a
That's
forest.
wonderful to be on the ground floor essentially
Yeah.
of a building.
Well,
You know?
it's almost like an enchanted magical forest. Like the energy itself was brilliant.
Yeah.
So it's this big land, and they plan on making it completely sustainable. They have engineers, mud and bamboo engineers, which I didn't know that was a thing. It is.
They were used to bricks and mortar, but mud and bamboo, I'm sure, well, bamboo's a very strong material. So
It is.
why not? That's what's there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they want it to be completely sustainable, and there's just so many wonderful things about the school. But as far as the education aspect is, I find that in our curriculum it's mostly audio or visual, and I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we learn 10% by visual and 20% by audio. I might be switching that, but we learn 90% by working hands-on. And that's what they're doing. Like he specifically said, we don't want the kids to memorize whatever's on the test or the exam and then forget about it. We want them to know.
So the funds that you're trying to raise are going to try to finish building the school.
Yes.
So what's your goal this year?
Well, this year we're hoping to get, we want to bring volunteers to the school to help build the school. We're hoping to send 5 people there, and then hopefully they can see the school and what it's about, and then be more engaged to help in the future
when you see
year.
something, you feel connected to it, right? It's hard to just listen or hear about something, but if you're there, you feel a connection to the people, of course, and what their struggles are.
Absolutely, because I heard before I traveled, obviously you hear of the wars that are going on, and you hear about poverty and all the unfortunate tragedies that there are, but until you see it, it's almost like you're ignorant to it. You just don't want to believe that it's to such an extent.
We're very privileged here, is one way to say it. I mean, it's a whole other world out there. So you said your event's on March the 2nd. And what time does it start?
It starts at 6:30.
Okay.
The local community has helped out so much.
So what will be there?
What will be there, you ask? So there are a lot of interactive performances.
Okay.
So Brad Terrell, he's a yogi from Collingwood, originally from Sudbury. He's going to do a yoga performance.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, and then afterwards, he gets everyone else involved. So it's very hands-on, which is kind of cool because it's the same thing about the school. Art climbing is putting on an acro performance.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Then we have Zen Fitness, who has 2 performances. They'll be doing a chair dance, which they did last year.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, Ark also participated last year, as did Brad, so everyone's coming back.
Oh, great. Oh, that's wonderful that you've got the support. And
yes.
So March the 2nd, and sorry, what time again?
6:30 until 11:30 is the performances and the door prizes, the henna lounge, and then from 11:30 to 1:30 we have DJ the Groovy Betty coming.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to stay up that late for you, but it sounds like a wonderful event and a great cause, and I totally can see why you're interested in India and helping those people. And if somebody wants to, is it tickets at the door, or how do they get a hold of tickets?
You can get your tickets at Respect is Burning, Fruit Bar Juicery, Zen Fitness, as well as Ark Climbing in Yoga Studio.
And can they get a hold of you if they?
They can.
Yeah.
They can, of course. If you go on Facebook, it's Awakening Peace. There's the page.
Okay.
It says Awakening Peace on it.
Well, I love the name because it just kind of fits. Awakening Peace.
Thanks.
We all need to have an awakening about a lot of things, so that's a great cause, and thank you so much for letting us know about it.
No problem. Just one more thing.
Yes. Yeah.
After Zen has their chair dance and Heals with Sky, there is a drum circle
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, Pierre Laframboise is actually going to lead the drum circle. He's handmade these beautiful drums, and he's bringing them, and everyone gets to dance and
Well, it sounds
play
like a
some
lot of
drums.
fun.
It
And
is.
for a good cause, eh? So that's great. Thank you so much, Sandra.
Thank you.